Positively Muskegon, Andy O'Reilly at the Kids Food Basket of Muskegon today. I have got Destiny Sargent with me along with Denise Hunter. There is a great party coming up, and we're going to get to that in a minute. We'll get to the party part in a minute because that's what Denise, right?
Yes.
I always pretend I forget names. Denise is putting on a great party, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But Destiny's going to tell us a little bit about Kids Food Basket. This is my first time down here. I just had an opportunity to see the work going on that it takes to feed how many kids in Muskegon a day?
Today it was 856 kids.
You took 856 sack suppers out today.
Made, prepped, made, bagged, and took out to the school.
And I even got to help. I got to help everything go right up the
You
steps.
did?
Yeah, hey, you know what? They put me to work when I show up places.
That's what we do.
That's what they do.
Put you to work.
Let's talk about Kids Food Basket first and foremost. Tell us the mission of Kids Food Basket.
The mission of Kids Food Basket is to make it possible for children that are food insecure to be able to have that meal to get them through to the next day. Plenty of studies show that children between the ages of birth and up to about 11, 12 years old, that they need that nutrition to be able to develop and to be able to maintain themselves in school. And what we were finding when this program initially started, it's been about 12 years now. When it initially started, it was because of a little girl who was digging out of the garbage. And she was digging out of the garbage to feed her family. And the principal of that school happened to notice this little girl digging out of the garbage. And we actually have a book. It's called The Girl in the Yellow Dress. And that principal, she started off making a lunch. It was just her making that lunch, and it grew and it grew and it grew. And not only was that child in need, she noticed the other children in need too. And we hope to be able to provide with these sack suppers, first off, a good nutritious meal.
Sure. So
that because kids, if they don't eat, they're really not teachable because you're fidgety and you're frustrated and you're anxious and you're worried. And additionally, it provides them not only with the nutrition, but they're prepared with love. Like, as you saw, all of these volunteers that
Unbelievable.
were down here preparing those sack suppers, and as well as the volunteers that color those bags for our kids too.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's hard for some people to understand that the need is real.
Yes.
I mean, we're coming up on Christmas. We just got through Thanksgiving. Everybody's full. The refrigerators are still full. Everybody's worried about Christmas gifts and all this other kind of stuff. But the need is real. There are people out there who don't have enough to eat, including kids.
Literally. There are many kids out there who don't have enough to eat. In Muskegon County alone, a good, I think it's about 1 in 5 children are food insecure. And that's a major number for our kids. So if I sat in my kids' classroom, and it's typically about 30 kids in the classroom, that means about 6 of those children are without any kind of meal at night.
Something to eat at night.
Without something to eat at night.
And these are kids that may get free or reduced lunches at school.
Yes.
And then that carries over to absolutely nothing at home for them after that.
Yes. And then too, living in Muskegon, where the average income is no more than $16,000 to $21,000 a year, and if you have a household where there is even a husband and a wife working, and you have 2 or 3 kids, then typically you're overqualified for assistance programs.
Sure.
And so you're still not able to get the assistance you need, so you're having to take away or rob Peter, pay Paul to even feed your kids.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
It's hard. And you do 856 today.
Yes.
Is that a daily number, or does that number go up and down?
It goes up and down just a little each day, but typically that's the number we serve. It's about 856 a day in Muskegon.
Wow. And if people need this program, how do they contact you to say, hey, I need a hand?
All you have to do is give a call. We actually have a food map, and we have schools that are mapped out that have contacted us, and it all deals with numbers that we get from a database on students that are receiving free and reduced lunch.
Okay.
And typically it has to be a school where they are in a good deal of the kids are receiving free and reduced lunch. But you can contact us. the thing about Kids Food Basket that I love is that we won't go into a school without making sure that school will be sustainable.
Sure.
Because quite often these sack suppers are the only things that kids can count on every single day.
It's hard to
so
believe.
we don't want to pull away from them. So we will make sure that we can sustain for 3 years before we even go into a school.
How about that?
And that's one of the things I absolutely love about this program.
Fundraising is an important part of this.
It
I would imagine. And you
is.
just had the big day of giving, which and you may or may not want to give out the numbers, but it was a pretty good day for Kids Food Basket.
It really sparked a flame in me to be able to see the support out there for our communities that these programs are in. It just did something to me wonderful.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't make you wonder. It's probably pretty much proof that miracles happen.
It is. It is, and it's proof that there are people out there that are still loving and caring and want to make the world a better place.
Better place. Speaking of which, I got tapped by Denise here to talk a little bit about this event she's putting on to benefit Kids Food Basket. It's coming up on December 18th. You've been in the music scene in Muskegon for, I'm going to guess, I mean, you're young, so I'm gonna guess 10 years?
More like 35.
No.
She's been at it forever, and Denise she's got group therapy going right now. You've been in the music scene for a long, long time,
Yes.
and I've even seen some of the pictures of the 80s. I mean, let's rock, right?
That's right.
You really did. Talk about the party coming up. It's going to be down at the Watermark 920 on December 18th. What's going on?
The band and I, we wanted to do something for the community this for Christmas, and so I had this genius idea because no one's ever had it before.
No?
About the ugly Christmas sweater party.
Okay.
And I gave a call to Watermark, and I gave a call to Andy and talked to the guys in the band, and we decided we would donate our time to have this party and have people come in and donate money and items that are needed from the wish list. Watermark got on board donating the venue.
Cool.
And there will be a bag decorating station, and there will be drinks for sale, and there will be lots and lots of live classic rock music. And I'm talking real
it's good
classic
stuff
rock.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are great. I had a chance to see you down at Rebel Road this last year. I had a great time watching you. And you know, I don't go out much, so for me to get out and see bands and stuff like that, it's a really big treat. But I do plan on coming down on the 18th. Now, Watermark donated the place.
Yes.
That is so cool.
That's a great thing, isn't it? I mean, Sarah's awesome down there.
She is.
Isn't she great?
Yeah,
I
she
know.
is.
I bought her mom's condo. I like her that much. But, I mean, this thing gets underway at what time?
It starts. The doors open at 7:30.
Okay.
Get there early.
Yep.
The bag decorating will be going on until 10. The music starts around 8 o'clock, and we will have representatives from Kids Food Basket there to talk to you about how it works. But we're going to rock out, and we're going to have a picture-taking station for your ugly sweaters.
Nice. Very nice. If people are coming down to the party, let's talk about what they can bring. What are some of the things that they could bring? I mean, it's a $5 admission, which is nothing, right? You can't beat that.
You can't.
That all comes to Kids Food Basket.
Not for some good music.
But they also have an opportunity to bring down some of your essential needs, which are what?
Yes, we our biggest needs right now, a top need are decorated bags.
Yep.
We're real big on the decorated bags here because a lot of those kids love to get those bags. We even have kids that hang them up in their rooms.
I'm going to say.
Other needs that we have are always creamy peanut butter, not crunchy.
What?
Not crunchy.
Oh.
Creamy. Also, trail mix fixings.
Okay.
And we have a program, Kids Helping Kids, and it's kids that are volunteers for the program,
Sure.
and they often do these projects where they do trail mix projects. So those trail mix things could be Cheerios, raisins, and we do ask for the bulk raisins for the trail mix projects because those boxes are a feat to empty out. Goldfish crackers.
Yep.
You can even get like the Chex Mix for those. Also, Ziploc bags are a really big need because we use those to repackage for our trail mixes and to put our vegetables and fruits in and to put our sandwiches in as well. And we are asking for the snack size Ziploc bags because those are much more convenient and easier for our little ones. So those are our biggest and greatest needs right now.
If somebody wanted to be involved here at Kids Food Basket, to volunteer like we saw earlier today with the people, packing the suppers and all that stuff, what's the first step?
The first step, it's actually 2 steps, and it's a super easy way. If you're computer savvy, you can go right to our website, kidsfoodbasket.org, and you can go to the Muskegon tab, and it'll have some buttons at the bottom about volunteering, and you just push that button, and it's going to take you directly to the volunteer hub, and you just create your profile. Takes all of maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and you can kind of select what you want to do for the organization.
Awesome.
Just that simple. And you can even pick your dates and times to volunteer right there, up to 2 months in advance.
Cool.
So if you want to do it like on a recurring thing, you just go in and fill yourself in wherever you want to. Or if you're not as computer savvy, feel free to give us a call here at Kids Food Basket, and we will surely sign you up.
Give them the number.
The number is 74.
No, we'll get I'll tell you what, we'll put the number on the screen. How's that sound? I caught her off guard. I got her. She's got notes all underneath the table down there, but I got her on the phone number. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Destiny, it's a great organization. Thank you for doing what you're doing for the kids in this community. I'm sure that you don't hear thanks every day of the week. It's a necessity. It's got to be done.
It is.
And you're doing great things.
And I'm so thankful for.
I know, right, Denise? Awesome. She's like, hey, let's throw a party. I mean, in Muskegon? Really? It's December 18th. It's at the Watermark downtown. Make sure you get the details right here on Positively Muskegon. Denise, thank you for your work. Destiny, thank you for your work.
All the donations go to Kids Food Basket. The band takes nothing.
The band is getting nothing. Perfect. Positively Muskegon. Thanks for tuning in.